Hello. I don't know really what happened there. I hope it's fucking up to date. The live chat fucking shut down. Did this shut down? Did everything fucking shut down? I'm good on my end for some reason. But I don't know if I'm good on this end. Alright, now we're back up, I think. Quit the Mickey Mouse operation happening here. Quite the Mickey Mouse operation. Okay, hello. And one white guy is back in the chat. He says, "What's up, fuckface?" Nice. Welcome, dude. I apologize for all the issues there. The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. How would that even happen? That's not true. Now it's excellent connection. Fucking hell, we're live. We are just doing this live, and we're having some issues. Unfortunately, guys, I'm so sorry. Please. Everyone's gonna be like, "Well, fucking, it will be good." Well, we used to have fucking issues every fucking week. Everyone would be like, "Yeah, so please." Alright, we're back live again. I apologize for the fucking issues. They're out of my hands. I blame China. We all know the Chinese don't like me here. I have too many secrets, and I'm about to take down their fucking country. I'm about to take down their whole continent, the Chinese. I've got some fucking secrets. And some of their politicians, don't ask me their names, because I wouldn't even tell you. Don't ask me. Don't ask me a single question about Chinese anything. But I promise you, I've got some information that they don't want out there, so they're just trying to keep me down. That's also Bill Gates knows I'm very anti-vax, and I'm using a Windows computer. Could that be it? Is that possible? That dork? Yeah? Maybe fucking Bill Gates, multi-millionaire. He wants to, control the world. That fucking weirdo. Maybe he's trying to keep me down because he knows I fucking know his secrets. So maybe that's what happened. They just shut me down there for fucking no real reason. Right? Isn't that possible? I think that's very possible. So if I know we're fucking, the stream went down, we lost a little bit of momentum, but through the power of technology, snappy, this will be all edited together in the future. Clip. No one's none the wiser. So there we go. Some people in the chat, I was sitting in the other stream like a dummy. Yeah, that's my fault. I don't know how to. Unfortunately, there's no fucking thing on YouTube where you can jump back into an old stream. So if the fucking first stream goes down, so my computer completely shut off there. Everything shut off there. I ran a fucking, I don't know what you even call it, a cleaner. I ran some sort of a computer cleany fuck, and it says it cleaned some shit. So usually that fixes it. Someone's trying to get into my Bitcoin. Someone's trying to get into my crypto wallet. So that's what it is. So we've got to listen. This is like one of those true crime TV shows or podcasts or whatever. This is one of those true crime things. So it could be, who do we have right now? We've got Bill Gates. It could be him trying to fucking keep me down. Okay? It could be crypto hackers trying to get my bitcoins. Get away from my fucking bitcoins. All right? This is all potential. And then we've also got every Chinese person ever. Okay? So there we go. We have these are our options, guys. So get cracking. Use your detective skills. Find out who the fuck is trying to keep me down. The white man can't get a break anymore. We are public enemy number one. This is just a perfect example. There's no such thing as white privilege because my computer crashes. That's imperfect. If that's not a fact, that is a fact. Everyone always complains. Everyone's always complaining about how things are tough for them. What about me? Me and my expensive computer, it doesn't work. You don't hear me complaining. You don't hear me, which is essentially what this podcast is just me complaining for an hour. So you're back. Welcome. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. We'll work on it. By the way, those true crime, they were good for a while, weren't they? True crime. Wasn't true crime a bit of weird? It was very hot for a while, maybe 2 years ago, and then people just got a pain in the ass because they started to like try solve murders that were already solved and shit. There was a big issue. The first one that popped up was serial. Some poor guy who's just like in prison. Next thing you know, he's like the most popular prisoner in the world. Hey! Everyone's sending him panties and shit. Chicks are sending him photos of his clit. They're sending him a cake with a fucking filer. Some sort of a fucking filer. I don't know what you even call that. What would you call that? A metal file? You know the thing you file down the fucking the inside of a piping with? So all these bitches were just sending them fucking little jars of juice to some fucking Indian guy who may or may not have killed someone. I don't know. But then everyone was like, oh, there's loads of stuff. There was like some fucking podcast that was about some true crime bullshit was about all these kids that went missing or something. And then it turns out that while they were unraveling the case, just some fucking podcaster, he stumbled across some evidence, sent it to the cops, and the cops reopened the case, and everyone went fucking crazy. Whoa, he solved it. Wow, if he could, he's a real detective. So then that was that for a while. So then suddenly everyone was just like, that was their, like, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these fucking podcasters that are doing these true crime stuff are just like planting evidence just to try and make their podcast sound better. There was there was someone who was doing that in like Romania or Bulgaria or something. There was a photographer who, all these cops, there was like a serial killer in somewhere in Romania or something. All these hookers kept dying. All these hookers kept getting their fucking getting their necks slit or something. And the cops would show up, and then 2 seconds later, there'd be the photographer would show up from a certain newspaper, and he'd be like, oh, ching, gonna get some photos. And they're like, okay, cool, yeah, all right. And then it was like the next body, he's there again, photos. He was the first one on the scene. And then suddenly, one time, someone's like, how the fuck are you always here? And he's like, you know, he has like a knife in his pocket. He has like blood on his hands. No reason, no, nothing. And then they go, hey, have you been killing these whores? And he's like, yeah, you got me. So maybe there's like some sort of thing like that with these fucking weirdos. And then what that the problem with the fucking true crime fucking thing, and this is what broke my heart. I was listening to this podcast called Atlanta Monster. The Atlanta Monster. About some fucking guy who was arrested many years back in the 70s for the disappearance and murder, assumedly, of loads of kids. There was like 40 kids during a 2-year period in Atlanta, all went missing. They're all like young black kids or something, essentially. And so the whole point of this fucking podcast that I listened to was like, maybe he didn't do it. So then you're listening to the podcast, and every week they have more information, and they suddenly discover something else, and a witness rings in and goes, to be honest, I was coerced by the cops, I'm not really sure, I feel very guilty, this, that, and the other. And the whole time you're listening going, wow, oh my god, he probably didn't do it. For 12 weeks I've listened to this fucking thing going, oh, it could have been the Klan, it could have been some other pedo that was living there. There was some sort of pedo fucking house, which could have just been a gay house, but back in the day, they just called it a pedo house. Unfortunately, gay bars were known as pedo bars back in the day. That's just the way it was. I didn't fucking call them that. They called them that. Then I get right to the very last episode. Right to the very end of the last episode. They're always just like, who did it? Was it fucking whatever his name was? Someone tell me his name in the fucking chat. Was it Lawrence or whatever his fucking name was? Was it him? Or was it all these other people? And you're like, I don't know. And then they brought out a fucking scientist who was just like, oh yeah, no, his DNA was found on like the dead body. And then his argument was, well, isn't it possible that DNA got there somewhere else? And they were like, it is possible that happened, but it's 1 in fucking 10 trillion to 1. Also, by the way, it turns out that the guy who's accused of the murders was he changed his story. He had an alibi 30 years ago, and he'd been lying so much that he forgot what his alibi was, and now his alibi now doesn't fucking fit. So I listened for fucking 12 weeks, and they had this information. They fucking had this information, but they chose to make a podcast seem like fucking entertaining, dragging me listen to this fucking shit every fucking week. They should have just opened up the episode. The fucking show should have been 1 episode long. They should have just opened it and said, hey, look, this guy fucking did it. These are the facts. Alright, have fun. Take it easy. Take it fucking easy. So fuck those guys. And if you're into that, you're a pervert, by the way. True crime. You're a pervert. So anyway, before Bill Gates shut us down, he doesn't want us yapping about this. So I started a new job with a moving company, and just to make sure that you're not like brain dead, they invite you in for like a sort of a group induction bullshit. They just want to make sure you're like, I don't know, you have all your limbs. I don't really know what they check for. So they there's someone in the chat that says I can comment again. Sometimes people in the chat for some reason feel like they're the reason that the stream shuts down, and I don't think that's it at all. I don't think it's even possible for you to just have a code word or something, even if it's a slur, that just shuts the whole thing down. So I wouldn't worry about that, because the last time the stream shut down on me, someone like sent me a message going, I'm so sorry, I think it was me, I was trying to be funny, I said the N word and I think I shut the stream down. I go, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. So I show up to this fucking job, man, and no offense to anyone, this is just how I feel. Every time I have a fucking job and I'm working for someone else, every part of my body just says, I'm better than this, I don't need to be here, I'm better than this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck everyone that works here. Fuck the customers. Fuck the money. I should be at home watching fucking the Champions League. Instead I'm here like a prick working. And, I always work. I earn my fucking money. I don't think I'm lazy, but I am a fucking bit of a diva, I guess. I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe it's because I'm technically a millennial. But I just always in my life just go, what the fuck am I doing here? Fuck this job. I want to go home. That's all I ever think of. That's all I ever fucking think of. So we show up at this fucking induction training, and the guy's there. He's a nice guy, and he's sort of showing everyone around, like, what to do. They're teaching people moving stuff. Like, hey, this is how you wrap a couch. Don't annoy a customer. Don't annoy a customer, because it's like people don't understand how to fucking work. Lift the thing. Show up on time. Don't show up. Like, it's the fucking A to Z of bullshit. But everyone else around me, I'm just sitting there like, fucking, what a waste of my time. Sure, it's a new job. Sure, I'm grateful, but fuck my life. And everyone beside me is fucking... There's people like eager, because they probably really need to work. And don't get me wrong, I need to work, but at the same time, I don't want to work. And they're like adding stuff, They're like just like, shut the fuck up. The boss is talking, he's like, yo, you don't need to be talking to a customer. You only talk to the people you work with. You leave the customer alone. Don't be annoying them. You got to give them space. You just do your job. And then people are watching this and they're almost like, yes, yeah, and they're like adding in. They're adding in shit, going, yeah, loose lip sync ships, right, boss? And he's like, yeah, exactly. And I'm like fucking just rolling my eyes going, get over it, dude. You're lifting couches. You're gonna carry a mattress. Shut the fuck up. He's like, okay. He shows someone how to like wrap a lamp or something. Who wants to wrap the lamp? And everyone's like, oh yeah, me. I'm sitting there going, fuck me. What's wrong with you guys? Dream bigger. Dream fucking bigger. Me and some other fucking just like fucking corny white dude. Me and some other corny white dude are just sitting there going, oh my god, get this over with. Fucking nuts. I can't believe it. Sometimes you can hate that person. When I'm at a job that I don't like and someone else shows up and they're all like, today's the day, guys, it's Monday. We're gonna kick this week in the dick. Yeah? I brought donuts. You go, why? This sucks. This stinks. This is a fucking shit job. You're a fucking loser. I'm a fucking loser and I'm like half your age. And I hate myself. If I was you, I'd be dead by now. I'd have fucking threw myself off a fucking bridge. If I was you. Today's the day, guys. Come on, let's go. Stop. Stop with your sunny disposition about your shit life. You can do it if it's not my life, but if your life is very similar to mine and you're fucking happy, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. I'm only here because I can't become a full-time comedian because I'm not that funny. All I want to do is be a full-time fucking comic, alright? And we're getting there, we're growing, we're getting there. But fuck me, if I wasn't pursuing comedy, there's no fucking way I'd be working for someone else's company lifting fucking mattresses all day. No fucking way. Driving fucking trucks. Getting to work at 6 a.m. in the morning, picking up someone else's fucking truck. Fuck those guys. Insane. I did this scaffolding course years ago because everything in New York, you're not allowed to have a fucking fart in a public park without someone coming out. Oh, do you have your license? Where's your fart license? Every fucking job in New York is monetized by some bullshit system. If you want to be a bartender that serves food, you have to have a health and safety license. Even if your fucking business doesn't serve food as a bartender, technically, like, drinks count as fucking digestible stuff. So you got to get a health and safety license. Has nothing to do with anything. You got to go, you study, you do some fucking gay exam. You say, hey, and the questions are always like, should you serve food that has fallen on the ground? A dog pisses in a pint of Guinness. What do you do? A, ignore it. B, serve it anyway. C, try get the dog to piss in the other big Guinness so that it all evens out. It's all fucking horse shit. That's the scam. If you want to get into a scam, that's the scam. Have a look at an industry and see where you can be the guy to regulate it more for no real reason, and they add that to the fucking cost to the employer. That the cost of doing that exam for someone who's on a shake and martini has to pay $100 to do a fucking exam. That's fucking horseshit and it's extortion. And then they create these. What they do is they lobby this horseshit and they say, oh, your exam is only valid for 2 years. Like they're gonna come up with new fucking germs in the next 2 years. It's a fucking scam. And they do that with construction in this country too. I'm sure you need some health and safety shit. I'm sure there's a bunch of fucking Mexicans who fall off a fucking scaffold every now and again when they're cleaning Rockefeller Center. They're on the windows. They're watching them write SNL. Oh, some guy fell off Rockefeller Center and crushed his head. He probably saw them They probably saw them brainstorming a script for SNL. Brainstorming a little skit, and then he threw himself 50 fucking stories to the ground. He couldn't even understand it. It was in English. He only speaks Spanish, and he just saw Keenan dress up as a shoe, and he said, fuck my life, it's not worth living. Chupamela pinga. So that shit's a scam. They'll get you with all that shit. They will fucking get you with all that shit. So I had to do this fucking scaffolding course a few years ago for no real reason. They just showed up one day. There probably does need to be some health and safety shit in a fucking... There probably does need to be some health and safety shit in fucking construction. A lot of people get their heads fucking crushed by rocks and shit. That happens all the time. I know. But a lot of it's just a fucking scam. So I was sent in to do some scaffolding course on a Sunday. I paid for it, $250 fucking dollars, or I would have been fired. And I'm sitting there, and the boss literally goes, the guy who's fucking teaching the class, just some old guy who's picking up some money while he's retired. Just picking up some money on a Sunday, and he was like, it's supposed to be 4 hours. listen, if everyone shuts the fuck up, I'll just read through the fucking pamphlet, blah, blah. I'll just read through the brochure or whatever, and we'll be done. We can go home. I'll let you finish up early. There's an exam at the end of the class. I'll give you the answers. Just shut the fuck up. And everyone around me was so eager to fucking talk to this teacher. I'll never forget it. He literally just said, just shut the fuck up, just listen, and we'll go home. And everyone's like asking questions. So you're telling me, so listen, I've got this type of fucking harness. If I attach the harness to point B, that won't be good? And the guy's going, no, I literally just said never attach a harness to point B. Ever. What about, can I attach a harness to point B? No one can attach a fucking harness. Shut the fuck up. Let us fucking go home. Everyone says you need OSHA, but not up your ass. See, OSHA's a pain in the cunt. That's another scam, where that gets passed on to the workers. So that's what you need to do. You want to make money, set up some sort of fucking lobby towards regulation in an industry that has nothing to do with you, and just fucking say, oh, it's not safe enough. You can fucking go to a party, you can suck some fucking senator's dick. Next thing you know, you've got a company that's earning a fucking $2 million a year. That's what's going on. Who's this guy in the chat here? Go, Blood Mustache. Is this supposed to be a comedy podcast? Yes, Blood. Thank you for your killer input. Someone beat him up for me, will you? Although I do like your name, Blood Mustache. You go down on girls on their period, which is, commendable in your world. Pussy's rare for a guy like you. So you gotta just take what you can when you can. Are you on the blob? Get on my face. I don't care. Let me go down on you, whore. So fucking crypto's going crazy, huh? Who's got crypto? Who's made good money on this shit? Yeah. Who's got fucking money on crypto? Dogecoin is going fucking nuts, right? Oh, by the way, this is usually where I do the first episode, and this like the second half of the episode is straight onto the Patreon. But I don't know if I have time today. Shows are back. If anyone wants to see me do stand-up comedy, which I'm very, very good at, by the way, I'm murdering. I'm not gonna lie. I'm out there. I'm murdering these days. Just follow me on Twitter or Instagram, and I usually post all of my New York shows the day of. Usually do. I try to do it. So if you want to see me in New York, if you want to see me on the road, hang in there. I'm organising some sort of like a tour for the end of the year. All right. So there you go. So unfortunately, I'm hosting both shows tonight at the Stand Comedy Club on 16th Street, the best comedy club in the country, if you ask me. And why is that? They book me there the most. So that's all you have to do. Eating period pussy is getting you red wings. I live in Massachusetts, and fucking a native girl from the tribe that fed the pilgrims at first Thanksgiving is earning your Pocahontas wings. What a very unique and specific thing for slang. That was wild. That was just a comment, and it was like fucking 4 pages long by this guy called Chris Mack, and that's insane. That's how you gonna have a shower, you queer? That's like the best I can do for her. Anyway, so Doggy Coin or Dogecoin or whatever, which doesn't make any sense. If anyone remembers this time last year, or not this time last year, let me check how much I bought. As a joke, I was just buying random altcoins or shite coins or whatever way you want to call these coins. I bought Dogecoin back in November. It was less than a penny. It was like a penny, I think I bought it for. I bought Dogecoin. Let me check out my fucking earnings right now. I bought it. Here's how much of a fucking retard I am. I bought it here on August 14th, 2020. I bought 10,089 Dogecoin, doggy coin, whatever you call it, at 0.00347 a coin. So that's like what? 1/3 of a cent. I bought it at 1/3 of a cent, and then I sold all those coins 1 month later at a loss at 0.0027 because I did some research. Unlike you fucking dopes out there who are just happy to see Elon Musk post some horse shit, you guys are just watching him and going, all right, this is it. This is how I did some research, and I realized it's an unlimited amount of supply for Dogecoin or Doggy Coin or however the fuck you pronounce it. I honestly don't know how you pronounce it. We'll just call it Doggy Coin, rough, because it sounds much better. There's an unlimited supply of it, so it can never go that high because they'll just keep making more. That's why all these other things like Bitcoin is so fucking valuable, right? And the fucking thing, it hit 40 cents at one stage. I could have, if I had held on to that, it would have been worth 1,000 times. It would have been worth $3,500. That's not a bad little turnover for $35. You wouldn't even know you had $35 there. So I fucked up. I fucked up big time. Everyone laughed at me. What an idiot. Now I'm holding on to my Ethereum. I'm holding on to my Bitcoin. I've got very little Bitcoin though. For someone who talks about Bitcoin as much as me, you'd think I have a lot. I don't. But I've got enough that I'm going to pass it on my deathbed when I'm 85 years old to my grandson and go, here you go, you little fuck. Buy yourself a house. I've got 1/1,000,000th of a Bitcoin. Just put a little every month into Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. I see. Hey, Colin, can you have a few fake rumor we have to spread? Can you have a new fake rumor we have to spread? Sure. What were the old fake rumors? I remember that was something I talked about 2 weeks ago, a fake rumor. Was it about Bobby Kelly or something? Touching kids? I can't remember what that fake rumor was, but feel free to remind me about this fake rumors. Fake rumors are the best. Feel free to spread a fake rumor about me. Go over to certain forums, certain Reddits, certain shit. Say something about, say I fucked someone who's really sexy. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Would that be a nice little fucking like a 14-year-old high school guy who's just spreading rumors? Go spread a rumor that I fucked Emily Ratajkowski or something. Bobby Kelly beats his kids. I never said that. People are asking for Collie comes you. Anyway, yeah. So there you go. Crypto's in wild. I hope someone became a multi-millionaire as a joke. That'd be my favorite fucking thing. I hate working. I like work ethic, but I don't like working. Does that make sense? That's where I am. I'm a little bit of boomer, a little bit of millennial. I believe in hard work, but I also don't believe in working at all. Does that make sense? I feel like if you're a billionaire, you should be working all day anyway, but you should be doing something like cleaning your yacht or something. I don't know what the fuck I want here, but I hope some of you fucking dopes made millions on this Dogecoin stuff. I would love to meet someone who has no right to be a multi-millionaire. Now suddenly he just has he has a swimming pool full of diamonds or some sort of dumb shit, and your inevitable fucking death comes when you overdose on like some rich drug. I don't know what a rich drug is, but I'm assuming there's some sort of cross between Oxycontin and vaping and meth, and it's all just fucking rolled up into one suppository, and then you're just like, bam, I'm done at OD. I can only dream of what uncut cocaine is like. Where can I get uncut cocaine? Someone let me know, by the way. That would be nice. That would be a nice thing to experience before I die. Uncut cocaine. Heroin, I would also like to experience maybe at some point. I've never done an opiate in my life, so I don't know what happiness feels like. So I've never experienced love. I don't know what it's like. I've done yoga a few times, so I don't know what heroin is like. But some uncut cocaine could be nice. Has he done it? Is it possible for me to go to Colombia or Ecuador or something and get just some 100% clean, uncut fucking nose candy, as you say? Does anyone know? Someone let me know. Don't do heroin. I might do heroin if I'm gonna die. I'm just holding out. I'm just holding out for the later years. I don't want to, like, I'm 30 now. It's not a good look to be a heroin addict in your 30s. It's just not a good look. No one wants to be around someone in their 30s who's a heroin addict. 60s, I think people kind of go, you know what, man? At this point, you know, you've done your thing. You've done your thing. 70s, 80s, absolutely. I just think if you're 80 years old, though, you'll probably just fucking die straight away. Everyone in the chat is saying Peru. Go to Peru for some uncut cocaine. And how much do I have to pay for that? That would be great. Maybe we'll do that as a goal for the fucking Patreon. Where we go, if I get to a certain number of Patreon subscribers, I will go and record myself doing uncut cocaine in Peru. Is there like a package? Is that like one of those, like a tourist thing where they go, hey, do you want to? That's what they need to do if you're looking for a business. Not really. You're like, you know, you sell packages. You sell vacation packages, and it's all about just doing fucking coke, just getting fucking nuts. Are you tired of the fucking watered down fucking horseshit that you've been sniffing? Let's get. You want a fucking 2-week vacation. You want a long weekend in Peru that turns into 2 weeks all the time. That's where they get you. You think you're going for the weekend, but once you've had a little bit of fucking schnockta right up those nose, you're crushing it. You're banging whores. That sounds like a good time. Did you ever hear that fucking kid on Reddit who was planning on killing himself? This is one of my favourite stories. I'm sure I've told it before, but long story short, there was some kid who was going to kill himself. And, you know, he had a couple of $1,000 inherited from his grandmother or whatever. He was 19 years old. He'd never been laid. His life was shitty. He wrote a little letter on his desk, saying that he was going to kill himself. And told his mother, he was like, I'll be back. And he drove down to Tijuana, I believe, which is the border, the Mexican version of Las Vegas. There's more whores, oddly, somehow. You think if Vegas has a lot of whores, you got to get to fucking Tijuana. So he went down there and he went into CVS. He was trying to buy something to help him overdose. Overdoso. El overdoso, por favor. And they were selling cocaine. They sell it like just regular. He went down there. He found himself a hotel. There was a couple of whores outside, and he's like, "Hello, whores. I'm gonna go kill myself." And he went to the CVS. He's like, "Yo, give me something that will kill me." And they were like, "Well, we got cocaine first." And he's like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Just give me some cocaine first. I'm nervous." So he did a bunch of cocaine. And I said, "You know what? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I'm gonna bang some of these whores." So he rents the 2 whores. He goes in. He has a threesome all night. He's doing coke. He's drinking fucking tequila. He's getting his wick in. He's dipping it in hard. Wakes up the next day and goes, Jesus, that was wild. Anyway, I'm gonna kill myself today. You know what? Maybe I'll do some other drugs. So he buys more drugs. He goes nuts. He gets more whores. And then he wakes up on the Sunday and he go, you know what? Life is worth living. So he heads back to fucking Sacramento or wherever he's from and grabs that fucking suicide note, throws it in the trash. His mother says, hey, you ready for college? And he goes, funny story, I spent my inheritance on cocaine and whores. Great story. I love it. You know, sometimes you hear other stories about suicide where there's like, oh yeah, I had a gun in my mouth and I shot myself, but like I didn't have it at the right angle, so it like came out my cheek. And then that person just goes around high schools telling people not to kill himself with his big fucking gammy face. And you're like, ooh, Jesus. Oh, horrific. Oh my God. Put your face away, bro. What are you doing? That's like not a good story. They're the horrific stories. I tried to hang myself, but I was so fat that the rope snapped and I fell to the ground. I broke my ankles and I laid there in misery for 4 hours until someone found me. But then I realized life was worth living. You're like, oh my God. No, I want to hear about the coke and whores guy. That's what I want to hear. Your one was terrible. There was a guy in Ireland. God bless him. God bless this troubled soul. His fucking daughter was on a cruise ship and she fell overboard. Alright? I don't know. Norwegian fucking cruise lines. Some bullshit cruise lines. And they were going around the Caribbean or the Caribbean. I don't know which one you say. Whichever one you say is correct. Caribbean, Caribbean, whatever. And the cunt's daughter fucking took a tumble. She fell for a little splash. Never came back. Somewhere in the Bahamas or something. And very controversial because she was drunk. It was like all inclusive vacation, but you know what it's like with these Caribbean dudes. She walks up with a little bit of titty showing. She's getting herself a nice rum and coke. She's getting a Captain Morgan right there and then. No need for ID. But the father, he was a mad suicidal guy, and he was always getting in the paper for trying to kill himself. It was kind of a sad but odd news story. This poor guy lost his daughter, but he was always suicidal, by the way. He was suicidal before the fucking daughter did it. No one ever found out if she fell, if she was thrown, if she jumped, if she was so drunk she slipped. Like, no one really knows what happened to this girl. All they know is she took a fucking belly flop. And I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Don't haunt me. Do not haunt me. But the father killed him. Yeah, he was in the paper for like 8 times. 10 times tried to kill himself, man. That is, you gotta, for all his mental issues, that is perseverance, I guess, when the whole world is saying no, he just kept doing it. I feel like I'm not gonna mess up, and I don't think this guy was trying to do it for attention. I think he was just like, just one of those things. Everyone has their talents. Some people, are good at sales. Some people are very tech-minded. And some people can kill himself first time around. And this guy was just one of those guys. You just never get it. Every now and again you meet a girl who failed a driving test 8 times. And he was like that. He wanted to go to the afterlife. And he just couldn't do it. I don't know what this guy was doing. I reckon he probably jumped in the bath with a toaster and forgot to plug it in. He would try to hang himself, but he kept tying it around something that was too weak to hold his body or something. I don't know what the fuck this guy was doing. I think he threw himself in front of a truck. He went out, he threw himself in front of a truck and went, I don't want to live. But he jumped too early, so the truck just sort of slowed down and honked at him, and just put on his blinker and just drove around him. The guy was just standing on the motorway. Kill me! But everyone was like, oh, no, what? Watch out! There's a madman! So I don't know what he was doing. Shotgun through the cheek. There's loads of ways to do it. So, I don't know. Are you out there? Have you ever tried to kill yourself? By the way, he got there in the end. So, congratulations to him, brother. Congratulations. I hope you found what you're looking for out there. I don't know. I've thought about it. I've thought about killing myself in the past, but that was almost more of a fucking pure, like, just boredom. Like, it's not real. I've never been depressed where I was like, this hurts so much, I need to die. But I have just been like, so like, oh my fuck, just again, on a Sunday and you gotta go to work on a Monday, you just go, oh fuck this, I'm just gonna have to do this for the rest of my fucking life every time. Jesus Christ. Someone in the chat saying she did the girly thing and she cut herself. Okay, well, I guess you're supposed to go lengthways, not across. You go across, you're less likely to fucking... It must be tough too to try to kill yourself. And then, like you wake up in a hospital and you're like, fuck, I'm useless, I can't do anything right. And the person, I don't know, you got lots to... You go, I can't even kill myself. And they go, well, no, you can't do that, but you're related to me, so maybe don't do that, please. It's sad though if you're suicidal. Go get help. Go talk to someone. I don't know how to help you. You should have to wait. I think we should fucking euthanasia should be legal, but you gotta wait 12 months. It's like getting an audition at the Comedy Cellar. You gotta just send in a tape, let people know that you're suicidal, and then they go, all right, 12 months, we'll get back to you, baby. And then there you go. Give yourself 12 months, make it or not. I'll be signing up fucking people I know just for fun. Like when you sign your friend up at karaoke. Next thing you know, you get a letter going, your euthanasia appointment is this Thursday at 12 p.m. Exactly how I felt. See, everyone's there trying to kill himself. So there we go. There's a good example of the people who are listening to this podcast. A lot of quitters. A lot of people who a lot of people trying to take the easy way out, and they failed. Unfortunately, that's who listens to podcasts. A lot of quitters. I'm fucking with you. I'm glad you guys are around. I hope you found whatever you needed. To be perfectly honest. I'm sober, so that's why I'm probably a little bit maybe more bleak than usual. I'm coming up on 2 weeks. Thank you so much. I know. Shout out to all my loved ones out there. Shout out to all the people. I don't know, do I look slimmer? I think I've lost a few pounds. I feel like my face just is like, I haven't really lost that much weight, but like my face isn't just that big puffy. Do you ever see when they put people through a fucking app and they give them a big fat face? That's just how I've been looking lately. I got these headshots taken recently, and I'm like smiling in them, and my head is just this big watermelon, just this big pasty fucking watermelon. It's just taken up. I look like something out of a cartoon or something. I couldn't believe it. So I'm off the booze. We're doing 30 days. That's what I promised myself. I've been out with people. I went out to a pub. I didn't have that, and I had water. I'm fucking crushing it. I'm crushing it. It's difficult. Last night was the hardest one yet. I was working all day. My back was broken. I'm coming home on a Friday night, and there's nothing like a few beers late at night, and I didn't. But I'm doing this for you guys. I'm leading by example. I've been eating well. I've been doing my thing. So we're slowly turning this ship around. I feel like it's when a ship, you can't just stop and reverse. You just got to slow right down, and then it's going to reverse back out. So I miss booze. I'm proud of you guys for still drinking, but eventually you got to just grow up, right? If I was eating fucking donuts all day and I was a fat cunt, I'd be quitting those things too. But instead I'm drinking IPAs all day. So that's my version of it. Eventually you gotta just be an adult and go, what am I doing? What does that cause me? If something causes happiness in your life, there's a chance it's not good for you. Alright? That's my firm belief. TV, women. Yeah, maybe the love of a child is the only thing that's probably you're allowed to indulge with in a very non-pedo way. I meant that. Everything else, fucking chocolate, cigarettes, drugs, it's all just bad for you. So eventually you just got to accept, I'm not going to be happy, but I'm going to be healthy. That's the way it is. Respect for working on a site and not just waiting tables. Well, I don't work on a construction site, but I think I posted a photo from when I used to work on a construction site recently, when I made myself a crucifix and carried it around like Jesus Christ. There was a couple of planks, and I just screwed them together, and then I carried them around as if I was like Jesus on my way to die. So thank you for that, if that's what you mean. So I'm doing my best. I'm back at the gym. I fucking broke my back yesterday lifting a fucking couch, so I don't know if I can fucking work out much. But things are going good. What about you? Didn't you see that fucking video of the Bobcat or whatever? Was that interesting? I don't even know what a fucking Bobcat is. It's like a semi fucking wild cat? Let me Google what the fuck a Bobcat is. If you guys don't know, there was a video of some guy comes out of his house. It's a very nice video. And did he shoot him? Here's the video right here, actually. TMZ. Dynamite. Oh, whoops. Let me see if this goes up. I'll show you guys a little video. You know it's TMZ. The Dynamite. So here's a nice little silly video, little silly video for you on your Saturday, guys. Here we go. All right, so here's a little funny video. I don't even know what a bobcat is.
My neighbor was attacked by a bobcat just now.
Attacked by a bobcat?
Something that is not a cat. Her husband is outside keeping the bobcat under control. She's inside. I think.
Fuck, I don't want to watch all this.
We believe she needs medical attention.
Try to keep eyes on it, okay?
Yes, he's standing there. Yeah, with a gun. If he can shoot it, he will.
Okay.
But of course, there's nobody around. He can't hurt anybody else.
Homeowner also has.
Oh, whoops! Sorry, turned that off. So that was someone who rang the. So here's the video.
A bobcat attack.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Not on camera.
All right, here we go. All right, now we're back. Here's the actual video of some guy. Pretty much, I don't even know what bobcat. I guess it's like some sort of a wild mountain cat type thing. It's not quite a tiger, but it's not quite a mountain lion or something. Whatever the fuck is going on. He comes out, and I think his wife has their own house cat in a little box, whatever you call a cat box. And then the bobcat attacks it, and this guy just picks up attacks the wife. The bobcat attacks the wife with the cat. You know, obviously she's like, oh, and then the husband comes over and just picks up the fucking bobcat and throws it away and pulls out his gun and starts shooting. So it's a pretty great video.
Going viral.
Oh my god. Wow, look. So look, I'll pause this. You can hear it growling. By the way, some guy just went jogging by and that guy came out and was like, good morning. So he's a nice little suburban dad. Nothing like it. Nice suburban Republican. Shout out. The dream. Living the dream. Look at that. Couple of cars. Probably has a couple of kids. Look at those houses. That's nice. I don't know where this is, but outside of the wild animals attacking you, this seems like a great life. Just a nice suburban Republican. Probably has some sort of a mediocre job. So you can hear it growling, and then there, over on this side of the camera, you'll see her getting attacked. And she doesn't handle it well at all. She's like, hello. He comes in, he grabs it. Look at this.
Oh my God, the bobcat! Oh my God! Get out! Get out! Get out! Go! Get to me! No! Get out! Let me! Watch out! Oh, shoot that! Get out! Watch out! Watch out! It's a bobcat attacked my wife! A bobcat!
That scary video. A rabid bobcat.
A rabid bobcat. So there you go. Watch out there, guys. You know, being a Republican in the suburbs, it sounds nice. You know, you have a pool, you have a nice barbecue, you get some friends, you have that barbecue where you smoke some shit. You know, you're not you know, you're fiscally conservative, but you're not like socially conservative. You love the gays and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you know, paying taxes isn't what you want to do. So you head out there, you got a nice little job. Look at those houses are pretty sweet out there. That's it. Nice, boring. You've got a daughter, she might be gay, who cares? You know what I mean? You don't really care. You're white, but your wife is white also. You know, but that doesn't mean you're racist. It's sort of the community that you live in. So you're just a nice suburban, boring. You go for bike rides and things like that. You know, you've got a couple of hobbies and a couple of friends. You don't really love them, but you go on a nice vacation. You're not earning a lot of money, but you're earning enough that you're like, you know, you're happy. You know, you're you're old, but you're not old enough to retire. It's just a nice little life, and then next thing you know, a mountain lion attacks you. So whatever, you know. That's the. What are you gonna do? Live in the city? What are you gonna be a city living liberal? No way. And by the way, a lot like the way Chet Hanks, my best friend Chet Hanks, talks about white boy summer. Big up at me, you get me, bruh. White boy summer is not inclusive only to white boys and summer. It's inclusive to everyone. Black queens, brown kings, red princes, whatever the fuck else is going on there. So, being a suburban Republican isn't necessarily only for Republicans. It's just, I think it's just sort of a better life for some reason. I don't know why. Don't get me wrong, I'm not even a Republican, but that's the life. That's the life you want to live. You know, being suburban is 100% crucial to that living, by the way. But, the Republican Party is sort of just more of a generic, it's more like an idea. It's not really politics, it's just like a lifestyle. All right? That's the way it is. So, look, lads, I got to go fucking run some comedy. I'm going to have to edit those 2 fucking videos together that didn't work out, and they all shut down. So I want to thank you to everyone. I want to thank everyone who donated. Please consider heading over to the Patreon. I'm going to have to record an episode tomorrow. Unfortunately, due to tech issues, it won't be happening today. Going forward, the podcast should still be every fucking Friday as usual. Hopefully released on Friday afternoons or Saturday. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna fucking say goodbye. I wish you all a good weekend. If you're in New York, come check me out at the stand tonight and tomorrow and pretty much every week. Alright, yeah. Bye. Good luck. Alright, guys. And Lev is in the fucking chat. Go subscribe to Lev Fear's channel. He'll give you dating advice or whatever he does. Everyone says get War Mode on the podcast. War Mode, I don't think we'll do the podcast, but I'd love to have them on. I know it was fast, it was small. I'm sorry. I'm just a busy bee. Life is what happens when you're busy doing podcasts. All right, guys. Take it easy, everyone. Good luck. God bless. Up the ra.